Happy Easter to you! Hey guys, look, let me just address this oversized rabbit in the room. It didn't set the scene, okay? I didn't dress up the set for a big Easter extravaganza like we normally do with holidays such as Halloween and Christmas. And look, outside of the holiday just not being on par for what I think those are in terms of decorations, I have a hard time doing it, okay? You've seen the show for the past couple years. I don't really ever do it for Easter. And don't get me wrong, I love it, okay? I love the spirituality and the familialness, the great bonding, traditions, and togetherness that comes with it. But the decorations, I have a hard time, okay? And, all right, I'm going to be vulnerable with you. It's not just the colors and the lack of baskets or whatever. It's the mascot, okay? I've talked about this before. I have a severe distaste and fear of the Easter Bunny. All right, I'm not okay with it. I don't understand it, and I don't think anyone else does either. Look up Saint Nick, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, Cupid, Jack Frost, Father Time. I don't care. These ancient ethereal beings that we have, we can trace them. We know where they originate. We know where we come from. Try looking up the Easter Bunny. They start theorizing, okay? I am not okay with theorizing where a gigantor rodentia started. Where is it? Ancient pagan traditions or German immigrants back 300-400 years ago. I don't know, and I'm not okay that we don't have the science to back it up, because this is a 16-foot bunny breaking into our homes once a year, leaving treats and baskets and plans, and I don't feel safe. I don't know why I feel like I'm the only one that's upset about this, okay? Like, he's dropping eggs. It doesn't make any sense. He's taking the chicken's rule. It's Bigfoot with a chicken. He's got the reproductive organs of a chicken, and they're hard-boiled. Like, I have too many questions that don't make any sense. And here's my biggest fear, okay? Besides him breaking into our house and leaving God knows what in these baskets, we know what Santa does when someone's on the naughty list, okay? A lot of times we're on the nice, but when you get on the naughty, he gives you coal. Now, we think we're all on the nice list for the Easter Bunny. But what happens when we get on the naughty? We haven't seen it happen yet, but I'm just scared because the amount of destruction a dinosaur like that can do causes a lot of anxiety in me, okay? Now, here's the deal. This thing does not obey the laws of science. It does not obey the laws of physics, of nature. So what makes you think it'll obey the laws of laws? I'm not okay with this. Happy Easter. Dude, I just can't get into it. And this chair's so rickety, and I'm trying to even out my uneven lopsided butt cheeks by ducking my hair on. Oh, peeps! Welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris. What's going on? I'm so happy to be here with you guys today. And by peeps, I did not mean peeps, as in the traditional snack that's enjoyed during this particular time of the year, but as in my people, my guys, my friends, my familia. Also, I did not mean to say welcome back again, dude. Why do I keep doing that? I just mean welcome, okay? For the new people that are coming here, just welcome. I want to make you feel like your time is valued here, that you get the attention you deserve. I don't want it to feel very cliquey, like we're not paying attention to you. Yeah, so-and-so. Oh, ignore the new kid. He hasn't earned his keep yet. No. I want to say, hey, new kid, tell us your story. What's going on? What's your favorite subject, favorite food? Do you like brownies? Do you want to have a sleepover? What's your favorite flavor of Capri Sun? What's going on? Tell us. So, it's different. I just want to give you the proper introduction into this social dynamic that is Full Circus, okay? So here. Let's be here. Eyes forward. We're here for you. Okay, that's enough. Okay, jeez, come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm kidding. Welcome. We're here. We're all having a great time. And listen, before I go any further, I just got to apologize again for the Easter things, man. I don't have any more. This is my Easter attire, though, okay? Freaking pants and all. I get close with you. I'm trying to give you a little preview of what my church outfit will look like, okay? What my holiday attire shall be. And maybe that makes you feel closer. Maybe it's a little intimate for us. But you know what? That's what we do on First Circus. We get closer. And we don't even say the title of the show right. And I got these, okay? I got freaking a garden of eggs as far as decorations go. So, ooh, Easter. One's missing. I tried to make an omelet earlier. Did not pan out. And also, ironically, that's probably the most expensive decoration I've had thus far. But yeah, I am happy to be here with you guys. And, dude, I'll say this about Easter. The amount of people in my life that have asked what day is it on. Not the numeric value on the calendar. Is it the 2nd, the 13th, the 9th? Is when I win it? No, they mean the day of the week. And I say, hey, Easter's on Sunday, okay? And it's just kind of a confusing thing because they're asking for information. I say, it's on Sunday. Oh, cool, it's on Sunday. That's great. I'm like, yeah, if that's great, well, wait till this bombshell of data I'm about to drop on you, okay? The same thing happens for Thanksgiving. What day is Thanksgiving on? It's on Thursday. It's on Thursday this year. That's great. That's super convenient. That's convenient. Okay, check this out, So it's kind of a fun little game we play, and I feel like just telling these people that it's every single year, man. I don't have to keep on telling you, but it's great for them because every single year they forget and they relive this new kind of relief, this great experience. So you could tattoo it on their forehead, Easter's on Sunday! But no, every time Easter rolls around, you say, hey, Easter's this Sunday. He's like, the weekend, yes! It's on the weekend this year! Yeah, it is. And we roll around and around and around. So it's great. It's kind of unfortunate that we can't also have that same experience. I would love to forget every single year and be like, oh, it's a weekend? Easter's on a weekend? Frank, yeah, dude. Thought it was in the middle of the week. Thought Jesus came back in the middle. How inconvenient if he would have came back in the middle of a work week. Hey, back on Wednesday, my dudes. No, it'd be like, dude, I can't even get with you right now. Dude, I got freaking taxes to do. It's mid-April. What are you doing? So it was very convenient, very respectable, not only of the planning, but, the Lord. Gosh dang it. He figured that stuff out. Props where they deserve. So what else is going on, man? Not a lot. I mean, stuff happened, but stuff didn't happen, okay? Now let me explain. Normally, when I do things for my father, there's issues, there's chaos. It gets hectic and dysfunctional. I did a job here, a job that was long there. And I look for exciting, fun stories, things that can happen because the problems make for good, content, good things to talk about, but nothing happened, all right? It went off without a hitch. There were 0 hitches involved in the making of what had happened. So I was a little bummed out about that. And even today, he asked me, he called me up this morning. He's like, hey, listen, I know it's podcast day. I don't want to be interfering in your business, but is there any way you could do me a favor and go down and pick up this thing for me? It's going to take some time or whatever. I'm like, I got it. Okay. Because I'm looking for a story. I know that things aren't going to go well when I do anything for my dad. But I drive there. And God forbid, okay, I show up and say, hey, this is the part I need. Guy says, here's the part you get, and it's done. No credit card declined, no rudeness, no sweat, no tension, nothing happens. It just goes off without a hitch. Where are the hitches in the story? So, yeah, it was boring. It was plain. It was clean cut, man. Just looking for something, dude. So, yeah, things were chill, and that's a problem. You don't want to be too comfortable in life because what do you got to talk about? As much as we complain about rude and annoying, weird people, they kind of make the world go round. We talk about them. We don't just talk about, hey, he ordered a vanilla milkshake again. You're kidding. No, there's nothing to do there. So, yeah, that's what we did, man. And I got to say, I've been doing great with the clips and posting about the podcast, as some of you know, because you're also here. That's why I said, welcome. You get what I'm saying. And This I guess this could be Tristan's misses, where I go, Tristan's misses. He's a mister, but he misses. Swell, I went in, go in. So I did a bit on the last episode where I was talking about the difference in comedic takes. Okay, you have a very critical, this is stupid, what are you talking about? Very intricate, inquisitive. This is great. This is like, whatever. The difference and turns in there. And the response was just as I had expected, okay? Because the clip that I was posting about the mean and kind of rude attitude, people ate it up. Most liked, most viewed thing I think I'd ever put out. Like, gosh dang it. Now, it makes sense because, like I said, people love it. It's standard. It's just kind of critical, and people like to agree with some mean, harsh things. And the one that I put out with me being, goofy, someone said, weird and boring, okay? And I think this is probably the worst comment I've ever received on anything. That's not that bad. It also doesn't make a lot of sense because, for something to be weird, it's unique, it's interesting, it's different. And for boring, it's plain, it's the same, it's vanilla. These things don't, coincide together, but he felt the need to respond regardless. And I said, dude, not for everybody. Appreciate your time, but, whatever. So It is interesting, dude, and I guess I've learned that I can be more critical of some things, but I don't wanna, dude. I don't wanna be rude and harsh. But I see that it's funny because I do back and forth. I play both sides of the field, but I don't know. I want to be weird and boring. I guess I want to be different. I don't want to just follow the same. If I guess it's starting to feel cheap now. Now that I've done this little experiment, I see how easy people eat it up. People want the rude guy. They want the guy who just shut up. Ha ha. That guy told him to shut up. I don't know. It's funny, I guess. It's enjoyable. But yeah, man. I was just at Aldi and I had a bit of a rude guy here. Okay. I was getting some apples, blah, blah, blah. And at Aldi, they have all self-checkouts. There's only one guy with a conveyor belt just standing there who doesn't do anything the whole time. Because no one's like, why do I want to wait for this guy? I don't want to leave my grocery shopping up to human error anymore. I'm doing it myself. Okay. So he doesn't do anything, and I call him over because I need him to remove these things. Long story, the apples weren't the price that they said they would be. And he's kind of rude and snappy, but they wouldn't be $7. Well, yeah, it would be $7, but they don't weigh that much. I'm like, okay, I get it. Put them back, okay? Now, I wasn't being rude or anything. I was just saying, help, okay, can you take these things off for me? And this guy was being snappy, and it was kind of the nail in the coffin. And I was like, you know what? Maybe we need a little bit more interesting perspectives and fun and less critical things. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. With that being said, let me be critical of some things, okay? Because I just saw a post about a Oculus, okay? It's a virtual reality headset where people play games. The co-founder of Oculus has made a piece of headgear that kills you in real life when you die in the game, okay? Freaking, I don't know what his name is, Patrick Lucky, I don't know, whatever. I don't know what your name is, okay? But I know the thing he made, and I'm not thrilled about it. I'm going to be critical here. What? He said, he was like, I want to create this different philosophical experience of making the game mean something to it. It's like, listen, Patrick, if that is your real name, if you want to kill people, just say so, okay? Be honest. Now, surely we'll just lock you up in the psych ward, but, at least be your true self. And also, if you want people to care about a game, you think we're snapping our controllers and throwing TVs out the windows because we don't care already? We care, Patrick! We care plenty! So, I guess it has these little bombs built into the core of the shell of the helmet, and if a red light flashes really quick, it kills you, okay? Just straight up. God forbid one of those guys that land the airplanes with the red little lightsabers comes by. He's like, hey, dude, check out this new routine I've got. Kills the guy right there. So it's pretty messed up. And I don't know how they're only making one. He's saying he wants it to be a little bit of an art piece. But why, dude? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to get at? People want risk, I guess. They want something stupid. And God forbid you lag in the game and you die. Okay, you forget to pay your Wi-Fi bill, you die. Power goes out, you die. Your mom calls you down for dinner, you die. I don't know what to tell you, but you die, okay? So you want them to care, you want to have real life stakes while you're playing Call of Duty. I don't know, join the army, okay? What is the point of everybody just dying? They died in this freaking thing. And how lame is that? If you're playing a war, you die in a war game, but you didn't go to war. Look at the difference in obituaries. This guy, Purple Heart, All-American, fought and died for his nation. This guy, he died in the 47th level of Tetris. He couldn't make it happen. It's bad. So it's just crazy, man. Now, I don't think it'll ever come to light, but it's stupid. And it's insane that anyone even wanted to have the idea in the first place. I don't know, dude. It's crazy. And again, nothing will ever come of it. Unless it does, if people somehow look at Patrick and go, that's a good idea, sir. I can't wait to die in a video game. And we start doing that, I'd be like, hey, I know it's Easter, Lord. I know you came down, but can you take a return to sender? We're gotta go back. So, yeah, that's a crazy thing. It's scary, man. I assume I haven't died yet. I don't know. I think death is supposed to be the most interesting chapter of our lives, but the unfortunate truth is that no one that has died has been around to tell the tale. What do we do with that information? I have no idea. You can theorize all you want, but, I was just thinking about death, not in that context, but I was watching a movie, and it was one of those situations where the wife had died, and the kids are talking to the dad after some time had passed and saying, Dad, you deserve to be happy. Okay, you've got to move on. You got to find someone else. And I disagree, okay? I don't have a dead spouse. I might not deserve to talk about this, but I'm telling you right now, Tristan sinks it. I disagree. I don't think old people should ever be remarrying old people. If your spouse died, I think that's it, man. I think that's it for you, okay? Again, I know the critical digs aren't my favorite thing, but I'm just being real with you. If you marry someone and you want to remarry, what happens when you go up to heaven? Okay, your wife's been waiting. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for my Larry to come back. He shows up with a new girl, and now you're like, well, who am I supposed to dance with at the heaven reunion? You know, I don't know what I'm doing. How odd is that for everybody? You introduced awkward. They're like, there should be no sin, no issues, no problems in heaven, but Larry brought tension. What are you doing? Oh, that's not okay. There can't be multiple people going up. And then also, look, if you don't believe in heaven, what are you doing when you bury the poor sucker? Okay, so now he's got 2 different wives. Who does he bury himself with? Like, he loves me, he doesn't love him. Like, that's all of eternity. That's something you had promised. This wife had died thinking that Larry was going to be her final resting partner. But now he gets married, dies with someone else, lays in the grave with her. This woman died thinking she would be laying eternally with someone, and she's just alone in a field somewhere. I feel bad for her. So, frickin' Larry, you deserve to be happy, but find other ways, okay? Eat a Pop-Tart. I don't know, but I don't think anyone should be remarrying. That is my opinion. I don't know if it'll change with age, but probably not, because I believe myself to be right currently, and I will stick to my guns, no matter how delusional they may be. I will be stubborn till the very end. So what else is going on? Let's not talk about death anymore on Easter. I guess it's very fitting, but I don't think the wife's coming back in 3 days. So we had also a little family kind of get together, and it made me think about something as my brother was explaining Bugle. I don't remember what the board game was, but he was explaining to my mother in great detail about how to play the game. And it just reminded me how silly that is. People do this to me all the time. You sit down to play a game or whatever it is that you've never experienced before. Like, you do this and this and this and this. And they talk to you for a good 12 minutes with instructions that I won't remember. What am I, Sherlock Holmes? How am I going to remember all these details and put together the case? I don't know. You have to play and experience the thing. We're like, this. And then halfway through the game, we go, what are you doing? You don't put the house right there. If you get a 6 or less, you go to jail. Now spin around, take a purple card, throw it in the air. If it doesn't shred or if it's a dove, then you lose. Game over. Take another mortgage out. So I don't know what board games I'm playing, but it's tricky nonetheless. Like with any experience, you can't just get direction. Reading the directions and instructions for anything is like, okay, I'll try but good luck with somebody going, okay, this. Are you ready yet? You have to experience it. Look at anything else you've ever done and imagine if someone just gave you 12 bullet points and said, go. Like, hey, I want you to repair the motor in this car, okay? I told you how to do this. Now do it! No, you say just start here and move one. Start here, move one. Start here, move one. I just don't know why it becomes this whole game of memorization. It's not about skill. I hate it when people do that to me. We were playing cards and people try and teach you a new game. We're like, hey, this one, play the 6, drop it over, then you put this in the pile, look over. If he can borrow anyone from you, is that a jack or a queen? If not, then nope, you're out. I'm like, okay. I don't want to play anymore. You've overloaded me with information. I don't know what this whole freaking boot camp list of instructions are, but I dislike them very much. Dude, I gotta tell you, I feel out of my element now. I don't know if it's the shirt. Like, this is just, I feel better when I'm wearing something Looney Tunes or cartoony, but I just feel different. Like, I can't freaking get the words I'm looking for. Normally, when I'm trying to put together a sentence, I feel like a vocabulary Jedi. Like, I'm like, perfunctory, non sequitur, conjunction. I get these different words and I put them together and I feel great. But right now, it's like the sentences are lost on me. I don't know where I want to go, where I want to trip. And it's hard. Maybe it was the pressure of people saying, hey, you're doing great. And now I got to live up to some expectation that never even existed because I'm just being me and being stupid. Or maybe it's this. Maybe it's the church attire where I don't feel fair to speak out and make a ruckus because I should be, thinking about Easter, which I don't want to. So I feel out of place, man. This is probably going to be a shorter episode. I don't know what I need to do to kind of get my mojo back. Maybe go into the mountains, meditate. find a horse or a donkey or, I don't know, some of the animals that live up there. I'm not opposed to like a wildebeest or a nice bird maybe, but you know, I want to feel in it, dude. I feel in the zone. You ever feel like you're somewhere where you don't belong? You're like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like you show up to a sleepover you weren't invited to. It's very awkward because everyone's kind of, who invited him? I didn't invite him. You invited him? You know? And we're all trying to figure it out, and no one knows where the kid came from, and he didn't come with his own sleeping bag, so he wants to share yours, and you're like, I don't know who you are. But right now, I'm that kid. I'm trying to snuggle up in other people's bags. I want to share their treats. I want to have that late night boys gossip, and they don't even know how I got here. And I don't know how I am either. I'm just there. And I'm trying to, you know, socialize. I'm trying to get in the flow. And it's not that I feel like they don't want anything to do with me, but I'm just trying to get in it, man. I don't know what it is. I don't like it, though. I usually like to just spit, okay? And I know that's not great for any conversation. If you start spitting, I think most people will tune out. But usually, I like to just kind of spitball and just kind of be there. But I feel like we're just floating and we're just on the raft. I'm like, Rose, I want to get on the door too. I'm freezing out here. So, you know what? I think that might be all I really have for it. Maybe it's the freaking bunny. It might be the Easter rabbit that showed up in my mind and it kind of got me spooked a little bit. But you know what? If that's all I have to talk about this week, honestly, I think it's my father's fault. Well, not my father's fault, but the things that I was counting on. I was counting on problems and issues, and I don't have any. The issue is that when your life just goes too smooth in a week and you got nothing to speak on, that's where I feel right now. I feel like life has gone too good for me, and I just don't have enough things to spit at. So, you know what? I think this might be it for the episode, guys. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a pretty short one, but I do thank you for joining me. I thank you for being a part of this episode. I will see you in the next one, the next week, and I will make sure that I cause a ruckus these next 7 days, okay? That we go into every single day trying to be as dysfunctional and messed up and interesting as possible because, you know, lest we forget. I don't know what we would forget. Weird and boring. We would forget to do something here. Look, see? I don't know what's going on. Gosh dang it. I gotta go regroup. I gotta go get my freaking Bugs Bunny on. I'll be right. I'll see you.